So it's April and I'm back to do a video tutorial / review on my insecurities. And you guys are probably like, your insecurities. Yes, I do have some insecurities about myself, and one of them mainly being my smile, which is my teeth. Unfortunately, years and years and years ago, I did have my wisdom teeth removed due to just wisdom teeth needing to be removed, and I was one of the unlucky ones where once you get your teeth removed, your teeth start to shift and separate. So I was one of those unlucky ones to where my teeth actually started separating. So I was not born with a gap. My gap didn't form as a kid. It actually formed as an adult, and I've probably been living with this about 10 years now. So that is one of like my huge insecurities, as well as the scar on my chest. And I'll explain that at another time, but that is like one of my insecurities, my teeth. So being that it's not really that easy to get braces, meaning it is a lot of money, and I have 4 kids that live with me at home and a grandson. So instead of me going and getting braces, I make sure that my kids' teeth are taken care of and they don't have to go through the things that I went through in my life. I do like to make sure that my teeth do stay bright. So that way, I might be insecure about the gap in my mouth, but I'm not too insecure about the shine and the color of my teeth. I have smoked during my lifespan. I'm not saying I smoked a lot, but I used to smoke cigarettes, which can stain your teeth. I was trying like the strips, like the Colgate strips, and it really didn't work that great for me. I wasn't getting the results that I wanted to get, so I decided to do with this box here, which is Smile Sciences. When they contacted me to do a review for Smile Sciences, I was like overwhelmed. I was like, yes, okay, yes, because it's important to me. It's bad enough, like I said, that I'm very insecure about my teeth. So a lot of times, if you check out my smiles on Instagram, you never get to see my teeth, and that's not because of the color, it's just because of the way that they are now. But like I said, if I am really insecure about them, I try to just make sure that at least they stay bright white, y'all. So with Smile Sciences, this is their bleaching kit, and they have loads of different kits that's available. You can get this kit for actually $29 by using the code MUFFIN, and I'll post that for you below. I've been using this for like 6 days straight now, and I've seen like a tremendous difference. When I say 6 days, I don't mean like daily, like every other day I'll use it, but I do see like a huge difference. So my kit came with the actual UV light ray, which actually helps just basically get the bleach processing going a lot quicker. It also came with 2 syringe capsules, which do have the teeth whitening gel in them, which you have to use. A little bit goes a long way, so you don't need to use like a lot of this stuff, but there are 2 of them. It also came with the vitamin E swabs, which I haven't used yet. You don't really need to use these unless really necessary, but these, my gums don't bother me or anything, so I haven't been using those. It also came with the molds for your teeth, and what's really cool about these molds is what you would do with these to make them fit your mouth perfectly, a perfect fit, is you would boil some hot water, and then you would put these molds in the hot water. You would turn the water off. So like I said, you would boil the hot water, and once you've turned it off, put your molds in the hot water for about a good, I would say 12 to 15 seconds. Some people put it in longer. It all depends on you, but I would keep an eye on it. And then once you put these on in the water, you could take them right out and put the molds in your mouth. So that also helps the rubber get a little softer, excuse me. It'll get the rubber a little bit softer, and it'll also go ahead and then put them in your mouth, and it will mold to your teeth. So that way the molds fit perfectly every time you use them. So that is what you can do with the molds. I didn't do it because they actually fit perfect to mine, so I didn't need to. Also, it does come with a super bright tooth shade guide, so you can go up to like many different shades lighter with this actual guide. The one thing that I do like about it is you get mints, candy mints, and there's different flavors. There's either spearmint or bubblegum. I'm not really like a huge fan of any type of bubblegum, so unless I'm chewing it, so I do like to use the mint. You want to put this in your mouth for 30 minutes. You want to wear your molds for at least 30 minutes. You can do it daily if you want to or not, but you do want to make sure that you do this for at least 30 minutes. There is a battery right here where you would open it up, and there's a button on this side here where you would push it. Like I said, you can get your teeth up to 10 shades lighter. This just works better for me opposed to the actual Colgate strips, because they just I just wasn't a fan of those. It has a lot to do with the actual taste and the feel of the strips. I just really didn't like how the strips felt in my mouth. Go ahead, I'm going to take my syringe. There's a little top at the bottom, and you want to take that and you want to just smear a little bit around. You don't need a lot. Like I said, you can take the tip of your syringe and just kind of like smear the remaining of it. It's really important that after you're finished with your mouth guards that you make sure to rinse your mouth out along with rinsing your guards out. You don't really need to rinse off the light source, but you can wipe it down. I wouldn't say run it under water because, like I said, it is an actual battery, and I don't think it'll work really well if you do that. The batteries are really replaceable. You can get those anywhere. So like I said, I wear these for like 30 minutes a day, and once you put these in your mouth, I would suggest that you do it at a time where you're relaxing and you're not going to be able, or you're not going to have to communicate with a lot of people for like 30 minutes. The best time for me to do this is really early in the morning when I first get up and brush my teeth. So you want to make sure that you brush your teeth before you use these, which I already went ahead and did, and then you want to go ahead and use them. So with these in my mouth, I won't be able to talk to you guys, but I will post some information for you guys below. If you want to get the kit for $29, it's well worth it. I'll put the code MUFFIN below so that way you guys can get it. There are 2 different flavors. Along with that, there's loads of different other products that you can get. They do have like a teeth brightening lip gloss, but they do have like extra syringes if you need those, extra light if you need those. You don't have to use the light. A lot of people don't, but it does speed up the bleaching process as well. And then I take the top one and do the same.